Good morning, dear students of class 10. I hope so you all are well. कैसे हैं बच्चों आप लोग सभी? मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ आप सभी ठीक हैं अपने अपने घरों में और अपनी पढ़ाई भली भांति अच्छी तरह से कर रहे होंगे. Dear students, before starting our study, I want to say one thing to you that आपके अंदर में एक बहुत ही अदम्य क्षमता है और उस एक यूनिक पावर है अपने अंदर में. उस पावर को रिकग्नाइज करने की कोशिश करें आप. अगर आपको जीवन में सफलता लेनी है या अपने लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करना है तो आपको स्वयं ही आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा, आपको स्वयं ही कदम बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. आपके लक्ष्य को पाने में आप ही स्वयं जिम्मेदार हैं. इसलिए एक बात कहना चाहूँगा प्यारे बच्चों कि समय की महत्वता को समझते हुए अपने कर्तव्यों का निर्वहन करें. जीवन में सभी को अपना अपना कर्तव्य का पालन करना चाहिए. माँ बाप को अपना कर्तव्य का पालन करना चाहिए, बच्चों को अपना कर्तव्य का पालन करना चाहिए, शिक्षक को अपना कर्तव्य का पालन करना चाहिए. जो भी जिस क्षेत्र में है, जिस स्टेज पर है, सभी के अलग अलग ड्यूटीज़ हैं और सभी को अपना अपना ड्यूटीज़ को सुगमतापूर्वक और ईमानदारी पूर्वक पूरा करना चाहिए. और जिन्होंने भी इस तरह से ईमानदारी पूर्वक अपने ड्यूटीज़ को, अपने कर्तव्यों का निर्वहन किया है, वही जीवन में सफल हुआ है. और जिन्होंने भी इसमें कुछ आनाकानी की है या उसको पूरा नहीं किया है या उसके साथ धोखा किया है तो उनका जीवन में उनको खुद धोखा का सामना करना पड़ता है. इसलिए प्यारे बच्चों, अपने आप को कभी धोखा मत दें और पूरे आत्मविश्वास के साथ, पूरे जुनून के साथ अपने लक्ष्य की ओर आगे बढ़ें. आपको कोई नहीं रोक सकता है सफल होने से. इसी बेस्ट विशेष के साथ डियर स्टूडेंट्स, I welcome you all in our online classes of social science. My dear students, we have almost completed our first chapter from economics. It was all about development. Today, with very energy, we will start the second chapter, sector of Indian economy. So before starting, I want to discuss with you about Indian economy. Okay. So एक बात कहना चाहेंगे, किसी भी अर्थव्यवस्था को, मतलब किसी भी इकोनॉमी को हम उत्तम ढंग से तभी समझ सकते हैं जब इसके जो फैक्टर्स हैं या इसका जो क्षेत्र है, इसका अध्ययन करेंगे तभी हम उसको समझ सकते हैं. जब तक हम इनके फैक्टर्स और इनके सेक्टर्स को हम स्टडी नहीं करेंगे तब तक हम किसी भी अर्थव्यवस्था को नहीं समझ सकते हैं. सेक्टर्स जो होता है और इसका जो वर्गीकरण होता है, इसका बहुत सारा बेस होता है, बहुत सारा आधार होता है. इसमें हम लोग, इस चैप्टर में हम लोग प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी और टर्सरी सेक्टर्स की चर्चा करेंगे, जो संगठित, असंगठित और सार्वजनिक निजी क्षेत्र हैं. ठीक है ना. आप दैनिक जीवन में ये सब देखते होंगे. ठीक है ना. इस चैप्टर में जो भी अवधारणा या धारणा के विस्तार से व्याख्या करते हैं, ठीक है ना, जो भी आप देखेंगे जनरली राष्ट्रीय आय, रोजगार इत्यादि सारी चीज़ों के बारे में हम लोग चर्चा करेंगे. कोई भी व्यक्ति कोई भी कार्य करता है ना, तो उसको प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी और टर्सरी या ऑर्गेनाइज्ड या अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड या प्राइवेट या पब्लिक सेक्टर में उसका हम रख सकते हैं। जैसे कोई दुकान खोलता है, दुकान चलाता है, तो उसको हम लोग प्राइवेट सेक्टर कहते हैं। कोई गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर होता है। तो इन्हीं सभी फैक्टर्स के बारे में हम लोग इस चैप्टर में चर्चा करेंगे। सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, लेट अस स्टार्ट विथ सेक्टर्स ऑफ इंडियन इकोनॉमी, हमारे भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था के सेक्टर्स, ठीक है ना। तो सेक्टर्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द सेक्टर्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी। लेट अस लुक एट दिस पिक्चर। एक पिक्चर यहाँ पर दिख रहा है, इस पिक्चर को देखिए आप लोग। यू विल फाइंड दैट पीपल आर engaged इन वेरियस इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज। एक पिक्चर दिख रहा है, ये देखिए। यहाँ पेपर वाला, ये पोस्टमैन है, वो अपना काम कर रहा है। यहाँ पर मजदूर अपना काम कर रहे हैं। यहाँ पर कपड़ा विक्रेता अपना काम कर रहा है। यहाँ खेती बाड़ी करने वाले कृषक अपना काम कर रहे हैं। सो डिफरेंट पीपल आर engaged इन different activity. Some of these are activities producing goods. In this picture, some of the activities are producing goods, and some of activities are other activities are producing services. जैसे कि यहाँ पर गुड्स प्रोड्यूस कौन कर रहा है, देखिए इस पिक्चर में देखिए, यहाँ पर गुड्स का प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है। यहाँ पर क्या समझ रहे हैं आप इस पिक्चर को देख के? इस पिक्चर को देख के क्या समझ में आता है? ये व्यक्ति सर्विस दे रहा है, ये व्यक्ति सर्विस दे रहा है, ठीक है। These activities are happening around us every minute, even as we speak. How do we understand these activities? One way of doing this is to group them, classify them. Using some important criteria, these groups are also called sectors. इसको हम लोग सेक्टर्स के रूप में जान सकते हैं, ठीक है ना। सभी कोई अलग अलग सेक्टर्स के रूप में हम कंसिडर कर सकते हैं। So we begin by looking at different kind of economic activity. You can see in this picture, primary sector is there, tertiary sector is there, and secondary sector is there. This is secondary sector, this is tertiary sector, and this is primary sector. In primary sector, you can see what you can see in primary sector. Some pictures are there, you can understand by this picture. This is agriculture sector, okay. Agriculture means growing crops, and this is also dairy farm are also comes under primary sector, okay. Coal and producing natural gas, natural goods means whatever the natural goods we produce, all things comes under primary sectors. And just see about secondary sector. This is produces manufactured goods, produces manufactured goods. This is secondary sectors. And what is tertiary sector? Tertiary sector means service sectors, okay. Service sector means providing service, help to develop other sectors, means which help to develop primary sector and secondary sector. This sector helps to develop primary sector, primary sectors, and secondary sectors, okay. That is known as tertiary sector. tertiary or service sector. Okay. So let us discuss about all these things, all these facts. We begin by looking at different kind of economic activity. Obviously, we can see, if you can see from your surrounding, that you can see different type of activities are being done. Just think 1 minute about these all activities. Look around by yourself. You can find that different type of activities are being done. Yes or not? There are many activities that are undertaken by directly using natural resources. Some of the activities are undertaken by directly using natural resources. Directly using of natural resources. Point to be noted. Okay. Take for example the cultivation of cotton. Cultivation of cotton. It takes place within a crop season. For the growth of the cotton plant, we depend mainly but not entirely on natural factors like rainfall, sunshine, and climate. The product of this activity, cotton is natural product. Cotton is natural product. This is to be, this is for understanding. Okay. Similarly, in the case of an activity like dairy, we depend on biological process. In this case, in this case of producing cotton, we depend on cotton plant. Okay. And cotton is a natural product. And in a dairy activity, what we can see, that we are dependent on biological process of animal and availability of fodder. Biological process of animals and availability of fodders. So the product here, milk is also natural product. Now in this, milk is a natural product. Milk is a natural product. Similarly, mineral and ores are natural products. Everybody know about this. Minerals and ores are natural products. When we produce a good by exploiting natural resources, it is an activity of primary sectors. Very important. You just remember this, or you can write this point. When we produce a good by exploiting natural resources, it is an activity of the primary sector. So why primary? Question to be asked. Why primary? This is because it forms the base for all other products that we subsequently make. Since most of the natural product we get the form from agriculture, dairy, fishing, forestry. These sectors also called agriculture and related sector. So this is all about the primary sectors. Primary sector means what? We exploit good, or when we produce a good by exploiting natural resources. Okay. Next thing, the secondary sector. What do you understand by the secondary sector? The secondary sector covers activities with natural products are changed into other forms through way of manufacturing that we associate with industrial activity. Okay. This is the different between primary and secondary. So secondary sector is what? It covers the activity which natural products are changed. into the form through way of manufacturing that we associate with industrial activity. Industrial activity. Industrial activity. Okay. So this is all about the secondary sectors. Okay. In secondary sector, this could be in a factory. Okay, it is the next step after primary, means this is the next step after primary sector. After primary, this come, the product is not produced by nature. In primary sector, the product is produced in nature. Product is produced in nature in primary sector. Primary sector. But in secondary sector, it is not produced by nature, but has to be made, and therefore some process of manufacturing is essential. This could be in factory, this could be in factory, a workshop, or at home. Which one? This secondary sector. Okay, for example, using cotton fiber from the plant. Using cotton fiber from the plant, we produce spine, yarn, and wave cloths. Using sugar cane as a raw material, we make sugar or gur. Okay, using sugar cane is a raw material, and we make by process gur or sugar. We convert earth into bricks. Earth into bricks. Earth is a natural resources, everybody know, and brick we produce or we convert earth into bricks and use bricks to make houses and buildings. Since these sectors gradually become associated with the different kind of industry that came up, it is called the industrial sector. Secondary sector is also called the industrial sector. Why? Because we, the primary sector and secondary sectors, both are associated with each other. We convert primary sector into secondary sector, we can say. Okay, next, after primary sector, after primary and secondary sector, there is a third category of activities. In primary sector, what the activities are, in secondary sector what the activity are, we have understood about this. And after primary and secondary, there is a third category of activities also there, that falls under tertiary sector, or we can say tertiary sector. So, and is different from above two, ये दोनों, ये प्राइमरी सेक्टर और सेकेंडरी सेक्टर या इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर से अलग हैं टर्शियरी सेक्टर. ओके, these are activities that help in development of, listen carefully, these are activities that helps in the development of primary and secondary sector, that is tertiary sector. Okay, these activities by themselves do not produce a good. In this activity, themselves do not produce the good, but they are an aid or support. They are an aid or support for the production process. जो कि प्रोडक्शन या प्रोसेस, जो भी प्रोसेस होता है या जो भी प्रोडक्शन होता है, उसमें ये सपोर्ट करता है. कौन करता है? टर्शियरी सेक्टर. For example, goods are the produced in the primary and secondary sectors would need to be transported by truck, bus, trains, and then sold in the wholesale and retail shops. Okay, so these all things are the tertiary sectors, factor of tertiary sectors. Okay, at time it may be necessary to store this in go down. We also may we also may need to talk to other over telephone. Yes, telephone or send letters, communications, or borrow money from banks to help productions and trade. Transport, storage, communication, banking, trade, and are some example of tertiary activities. This is the example of tertiary. These all are the example of tertiary sector. Since these activities generate service rather than goods, means in tertiary sector it generate what? Services, not goods, not goods. In primary sectors we produce goods, in secondary sectors also we produce goods, but in second tertiary sector we do not produce goods, but we produce services. That is why it is also called the service sector. Clear? So service sector also includes some essential services that may not directly help in the production of goods. It may not help directly to the production of goods. For example, we require teachers, doctors, and those who provide personal services such as washermen, barbers, cobblers, lawyers, and people do administrative and accounting works. In recent time, means these all peoples are not directly associated with the development or associated with the production, but they are giving their services. In recent times, certain new services based on information technology such as the internet, cafe, ATM booths, call center, software companies, etc. have become important in this sector, service sector. Some economic activities are there. Economic activities through though grouped into three different categories are highly independent. Let us look some of the example. Table 1, table 2.1 is there. Example of economic activity. Some examples are there. What does this show? You have to fill up this and send me. Let work this out. Some questions are there. First is complete the above table and show how sectors are dependent on each other. You have to complete by yourself these all blanks. Next is explain the difference between primary, secondary, and tertiary sector using example other than those mentioned in the next. Next is third number is classify the following list of occupations under primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. These are some activities are there. Okay, you have to classify whether it is primary, whether it is secondary, or whether it is tertiary. Fourth number is student in a school are often classified into primary and secondary or junior and senior. What is the criterion that is used? Do you think this is useful classification? Discuss. You have to give your own opinion. You give your own opinion. So this is all about your homework. You must have to do or must have to give the answer in your copy and send me in my WhatsApp. So dear students, that's all for today. Next day in our next day we will start comparing the three sectors. Today we have studied about the three sectors. From which sectors we have studied today? Primary sector, secondary sectors, and tertiary sectors. What is primary sector? What is secondary sector? What is tertiary sectors? And some examples also we have discussed in this chapter. You must have to learn all these things, and this is your homework. You have to complete all these questions answer. If you will face any problem, you can ask me personally, you can call me. Okay, once again I want to say, अगर आप में हाई डिटर्मिनेशन है अपने लक्ष्य को पाने की, तो कोई आपको रोक नहीं सकता है। दुनिया की कोई ऐसी ताकत नहीं है जो आपको आपके लक्ष्य से आपको भटका सकती है और आपके लक्ष्य से आपको दूर कर सकती है, क्योंकि आप एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण इंसान हो। आप बहुत ही बड़ा सोचने वाले हो और हमेशा बड़ा सोचो। आप में बहुत बेहतरीन और शानदार काम कर गुजरने की क्षमता है और आप ऐसा करके दिखाओ। इसी बेस्ट विशेष के साथ, थैंक यू वेरी मच, विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट, एंड once again I want to say you, dear students, please subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed still now, and if anybody require this video, you can share this video and ask for subscribe the channel for more videos. Okay, please give me your feedback if is there beneficial for you these all videos, and give me in comment box. Thank you very much, wish you all the best.